It's rewind time.
Stop! No! Oh God! Fuck! Come on, nice play. One more. Seedorf! Yeah! Seedorf. That's what he's capable of. Beautiful goal. God, my damn chair is so squeaky. Come on, Seedorf, hit that. Oh my God, Seedorf! It's a great run. Chip him! Seedorf, you can't do that to people.
Did you see that shit? Did you fucking see that shit?
Oh my God!
I need it!
Oh God, we're really finished. We're actually really finished. We're done. We're done out here, bros. We're done. We had a good fucking innings. Never forget what we've been through.
Alright guys and gentlemen, welcome to his glory.
Oh my God!
Alright boys and girls, so we're going to be jumping into a Seedorf review today. It's been a long time in the making, boys and girls. I've delayed this video for a fucking long time, so any of you guys that are waiting for this review, I do apologise for delaying it for so long, but it was just loads of shit coming out. I wanted to prioritise headliners because obviously it's relevant at the minute, but I do believe this is the perfect time for this video because obviously we've got future stars. Well, in fact, future stars should be out on the same day as this video, so I'm guessing I'm going to have my hands full with some of these future stars, so I'm really looking forward to that. But as of right now, let's take a look at Seedorf. So I've had this card for a little while now, lads. About 2 weekend leagues I've played with this card. I mean, how many games have I played? I've played, yeah, 153 games. I've played a lot of games with the Seedorf already. I have to say, I really do enjoy this card. Like, he just really is quite good.
It's filth. It's pure, unadulterated filth.
He fits the meta really nicely because he's got really good dribbling and he's just really well-rounded. He's generally really good and just a great player that can pretty much do everything. So to start things off, boys and girls, he's 5'9", high work rates, 4-star, 4-star. In my opinion, this is the best Seedorf out of all three of the Seedorfs purely for those high work rates. The middle one has high medium work rates and the middle, or the prime rather, I think, has... I want to say medium, I think. For me, high work rate is massive for a centre mid. I just love high work rates. Pretty much all my favourite midfielders in this game have high work rates, except for probably, I'd say, Varane. But if you dive into some of these in-games, boys and girls, you've got amazing pace. Obviously, 83 pace is great. Again, I think this is the fastest Seedorf there is. I don't believe the other two is quite as fast as this one. The shooting stats on this card are pretty good. I do believe this is the weakest one in terms of shooting, but still really nice. 77 finishing is okay. The 85 long shots are amazing, though. The dribbling stats on this card are really nice. Okay, you've got decent agility, really good ball control, great in-game dribbling, good composure, just generally really good, well-rounded dribbling there.
Can I tell you something? I love it.
Obviously, the biggest area that this card is lacking in is defensively. But I have to say, I really don't hate this card defensively at all. I find him really good. Obviously, that is boosted by the shadow card. He does get a nice little bonus with the standing tackle and interceptions with the shadow card. Generally speaking, like, he's always in a good position to make tackles. He doesn't play striker for me like some centre mids do. He's always dropping back, obviously, because those high work rates. He's just really good at tackling generally. I don't get too many sponge tackles with Seedorf. He just is really good defensively. I'm not sure why. I felt the same way about him last year. Despite the low defending, he felt really good defensively. I do feel like that is helped by the very nice physical stats here. You got 84 strength, which is great, which obviously helps assisting with some of these tackles. It helps him not sponge with those tackles, and obviously with the high pace as well, he's able to keep up with those strikers and stuff. So defensively speaking, I find this card completely fine.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
The only area, in fact, that I don't really like this card is probably his shooting. Not that this card isn't good at shooting, but he does miss from time to time. It's really frustrating because he'll score really nice goals. He'll score some fucking wonder goals for me, and he'll just miss a sitter. And I just want to punch him, like, because how good would he be if he just didn't do that? So for me, that is the only area that I'm a little bit disappointed in, is his finishing. He just misses from time to time. Very frustrating. I mean, it generally is across the board in terms of finishing. I find a lot of my strikers, you know, missing a lot of chances, you know, post-magneting and just blasting it over the bar. You guys know what the shooting's like in this game. It's so inconsistent, but yeah, that is my only real small issue with Seedorf. Other than that, just a super well-rounded card, really good, and for only 10 icon swaps, like, it's a definite no-brainer for me. This card is amazing for 10 icon swaps. When I originally saw that it was only 10 icon swaps, I couldn't fucking believe it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if you just want someone that's super well-rounded, Seedorf is definitely that. He feels so quick, really good at dribbling, shooting. shooting could do a little bit of work, but it's still all around pretty good. And defensively, I really like the card. Physically, it goes without saying, he's very strong and stuff. So really like this card. I like him almost as much as I did last year. He just is a beast. Anyway, boys and girls, you're probably looking at this team and wondering what the fuck's going on here. This obviously isn't my main team. Basically, I'm grinding out for the Bundesliga objective. I know the card doesn't look crazy good, but my Bundesliga midfield is terrible. I've only really got Witsel.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, hi guys.
You get the hell out! Where was I? I've completely forgot my trailer for... Oh yeah, the Bundesliga midfielder. Basically, yeah, I've only really got Witsel as a midfielder in the Bundes. I literally have no one else. I mean, let me just go for my club. I genuinely think I've got not even a slightly usable player here. Let me just go through. Yeah, there's no way I'm going into first owner objectives with any of these midfielders. So that guy will come in handy. So I'm getting the Bundesliga objective done so that I can obviously have a slightly decent Bundesliga midfield. I did also grind out for the Liga objectives to get this Choji. I literally have no Liga players like defensively, so this was a really good one, and he has a really good card, to be fair. So now my Liga team's looking pretty good. The only real weak areas of my Liga team, in fact, I'll quickly show you some of my first owner teams. I'm quite hyped for this. I've been building up some of these teams for first owner objectives. I've been doing lots of SBCs. My Liga team, yeah, other than this Digiku, and Aguilar's not the worst, but other than Digiku, I'm really happy with this team. Obviously, Tio Hernandez isn't Liga, but I think it's 9 first owner players, so I think I can get away with Theo, providing it stays the same. But the midfield is lovely, that front three is pretty grim, and the defense is pretty good as well. I mean, Digiku's not great, but it's still pretty good. My EPL team is just, I love my EPL team. It is so fire. Other than Joe Gomez, like, this team is so sick.
This is cute. I want this inside of me.
Coming down to the BVA, this is probably one of my weaker teams. In fact, yeah, this is definitely my weakest team, I think. The attack's pretty good. Obviously, we've got Morales, who's untradeable. I really like this card. You got Luis Suarez, Diego Costa. I will be playing as a centre mid with the objective. We'll use Guedes as the cam. The BVA team could do with some work, but I don't know. EA don't really do too many stuff with the BVA in terms of cheap SBCs and stuff for some reason. Then we come down to the Serie A. Really love this defense. That defense is honestly so good. Like, that is, in my opinion, amazing.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
We did get the Illicit out of those red picks from the 86 plus, so I guess the only silver lining for that is the fact that we can use them in the first round objectives. It's not the worst card in the world at all. It was just a little bit disappointing because obviously, you know, I was expecting to get something really good, but we didn't get the best one. But yeah, still a decent card there. We've obviously got Immobile, who I love in this game. We got Politano. You're probably wondering what the fuck's going on with the team in terms of this one. Basically, I'll switch into a 4-1-2-1-2. These guys will be the front three. I'll have Quadrado as a centre mid because obviously he has pretty good defensive stats. So I'll use him as a CM, and then these two will also play as midfielders. And that just leaves the Bundesliga team. Obviously, there will be another objective team, but we obviously don't know what that is. That could be any nation or anything that EA feels like doing. But yeah, the Bundesliga team's pretty good. Again, it's not my strongest team. I definitely much prefer my Serie A and my EPL team. I will sub Skov off for probably like Butra or something. This is what really pisses me off. The fact that I didn't get this red Upamecano and I have to use this normal card. Like, that's genuinely triggered me. I've played 29 games with a regular Upamecano. Anyway, I don't know why I showed you guys all my teams. I kind of just felt like it, but there you go. That's my first owner teams. Back to Seedorf. In fact, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. I feel like we've gone through everything. I think we'll just jump into a couple of games with Seedorf as a centre mid. Fingers crossed he shows himself off well, because again, I do really like this card, and I definitely think he's good value in terms of icon swaps. So without further ado, let's jump into game number 1. Seedorf, well in, mate. Great tackle, a really good start, to be fair. Whip that in. Hopefully Witsel gets his head on that. So it's dropped to Seedorf. Should try a long shot. Oh, what an effort. Well, Havertz into Seedorf. Love this, love it. Finish! Seedorf! We're 7 minutes in, and really, Seedorf is trying to show off right now.
Kind of a big deal.
Really?
That's not okay. Lower, make a run. Oh, what a pass. Lewandowski! There we go. That's the first goal for the Bundes. Boys getting off to a good start with the Bayern Munich one. Probably the easiest one, to be honest with you, for me at least, because I've got a really good amount of Bayern players, but good. What a pass. Oh, Clarence. Go on, mate. Finish that. Oh, he's having an absolute wonder game.
Damn, boy!
One of his best performances for me. He was making all the perfect runs, and his finishing was absolutely on point.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Well, overall, boys and girls, it does have to be said that that wasn't the best opponent to play with, like, to start things off. But nevertheless, Seedorf displayed himself so freaking well in that game. Like, his finishing was on point, his runs were amazing, and I just that was one of his best performances. Genuinely, that was so good. He didn't put a foot wrong, really. So yeah, hopefully more of the same in game number 2. That was an absolutely amazing start from Seedorf. 10 out of 10. What a performance. So let's jump into game number 2. Alright, Seedorf. Show off that dribbling a little bit. You guys don't even understand this guy's dribbling. It's on another planet for a centre mid at least. He honestly feels so good on the ball.
That's good shit right there.
That's a terrible pass from Russelon. It's not even funny how bad that. What the fuck? Nice. Good. Come on, give me a run. Go and play. Yes, what a ball! Lower! How the fuck? Wide to Seedorf. Little cheeky 1-2. Get on that bike, Veron.
Fuck me right in the air.
Ref! Just blast it with Veron. That's going in. It's a Veron special. You already know. God damn it! Havertz. What a pass. Seedorf, what a first touch. Seedorf's on fire. Someone put him out. Seriously, I'm scared about his health, how much fire is on him right now. Oh, please. Oh, he's got back. Oh, he slid in. Please. Oh my god, what a finish as well. That should be game. That's obviously the Gladbach. Does he play for Gladbach?
You're a fucking idiot.
Nice, right, that should be it, EA. There we go. Great solid performance, just generally all round. No goals conceded either. You don't see that often here.
Lovely.
Well, overall, boys and girls, I really can't ask for much more from Seedorf. He genuinely had 2 really good games. It's almost like I lit a fire under his arse when I said that his finishing can let him down sometimes, because his finishing was 10 out of 10 immaculate in this video. It was on fire when it came to shooting. So I duly apologise, Seedorf. I will never doubt you again. But as for his all-round play, it was genuinely amazing. Like, his passing was on point. His dribbling was amazing. Defensively, I didn't have to make too many tackles, but he made the tackles that he needed to. He made some good interceptions as well. And he was just genuinely really good. He did everything that I wanted him to. He is, in my opinion, in terms of the lower budget centre mids, the most well-rounded one you can get. He is so fucking good at just about everything. If you can't afford the Hullits and the Vieiras, Seedorf is the perfect substitute icon centre mid in terms of those guys. Veron as well. These 2 guys are just beasts, and they don't cost an arm and a leg. I loved them last year, and I love them this year. They are just so fucking good, like both of them. Seedorf, for me, had an amazing performance in this video. Outperformed Veron, in my opinion, but I do slightly prefer Veron over Seedorf. But if you're looking for the icon swaps and you want to get the 10 icon swap for Seedorf, it is a no-brainer for me. If you need a centre mid, he is perfect. He is so freaking good in this game. I've played a lot of games with him already, and I just generally have a lot of fun with him. He's perfect in terms of what he can offer. Yeah, as for downsides, I do feel like his finishing sometimes lets him down, but that goes for a lot of players in this game. Generally, the shooting can be a little bit inconsistent. Maybe his standing tackle or his defensive stats could do with a slight improvement, but for me, I don't really feel it. I honestly think his defending is fine. I don't think it's perfect or amazing, but he definitely gets the job done. So yeah, I definitely recommend him. He's 100% worth. He's worth the coins and he's worth the icon swaps. If you know, whatever you want to go for, he's definitely worth it. Anyway, boys and girls, I'm gonna call it a day. I hope you did enjoy. Hopefully, we'll have a Future Stars video out for you guys. I've been hoarding up my coins for Future Stars, so I'm really looking forward to it. Fingers crossed, EA don't fuck it up. Look forward to those videos coming soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.